As Little Nightmares Free gets closer, it's been nice to see the community more lively than it's ever been. However, despite a lot of positivity the game has gotten, some people are harshly criticizing the little we have seen, so I hope this video does well enough to hype up even those people who have some doubts regarding this game, because here are 35 reasons you should be excited for Little Nightmares Free. Enjoy. Number 1. Instead of just reusing the old cast, we have brand new characters that both have great looking designs for this entry. Number 2. More variety in each location, to an ominous desert, to a dark but lively carnival, and even some sort of candy factory. Little Nightmares Free brings some brand new looking locations to make this next game feel so fresh. Number 3. Supermassive Games are taking old scrapped concepts from Tarsier Studios that never made the final cut in the other games, and are bringing them to life in this game. For example, in one of the pieces of concept art for Little Nightmares 2, we see a giant fleshy baby towering a bunch of buildings. This got repurposed into the monster baby for Little Nightmares Free. I really like the new design for the monster baby as well because it fits the setting for the necropolis a lot more. We could expect even more concepts that Tarsier threw out the window. Anybody got hopes for the barber? Number 4. Whoever is doing the music for this game has already done a fantastic job. When watching the gameplay video, the music fits the style for Little Nightmares extremely well, with an ominous, soothing, or playful vibe. And when I heard the combat theme for the Beatles, I just wanted to bob my head because it sounded so good. Number 5. The attention to detail in this game is already truly amazing. Every single time I rewatch the gameplay video, I spot more new things. If they are able to squeeze that much detail in less than 20 minutes of a pre-alpha build, then just imagine how amazing the final product will be. Number 6. Speaking of the footage we saw being pre-alpha, I find that almost hard to believe of how breathtaking the game already looks. Everything about the necropolis looks so bright, memorizing, and beautiful, while still having that creepy, ominous feel, knowing that it's a dead city. Number 7. The podcast they made surrounding this game was genuinely fantastic. Seriously, I urge you to listen to the Sounds of Nightmares because not only has it given us the most answers for lore we have ever gotten, but it's also just so engaging and well put together. Number 8. Look at these umbrellas! This is going to be such a fun new mechanic to play around with. Number 9. We can now carry our weapons instead of having to drag them around. This is going to feel so much better than it did before, as the weapons in the second game felt a little clunky to drag and use. I disagree with people when they say this makes the game less scary, because it's literally just the same mechanic as it was in Little Nightmares 2, except objectively better since we no longer have to drag these clunky objects around. Number 10. The combat already looks like an improvement. The idea of having to shoot an enemy down with Lo's bow and then having Alone smash them with a wrench is just so creative and satisfying. Number 11. Lo's bow just looks like so much fun to use. How many of you are going to play as Lo when the game releases? Number 12. They brought back the Eyes of Death we remember from the other games in the form of the monster baby's eye, which just looks so cool. Number 13. The game is cross-generation, meaning, for example, people who are playing on a PS5 can co-op with somebody on a PS4. Number 14. The game not having local co-op is probably for the best, since characters going off-screen would just be very annoying for co-op players, and doing a split screen would just be... it's for the best. Number 15. Supermassive Games aren't bad at what they do. They knocked it out of the park with the Enhanced Edition for Little Nightmares 2. With their attention to detail and high quality, they were just a great pick to continue the series. Number 16. The mirrors look so interesting because that means we could finally see the Mirror Man in this game. Number 17. Whatever this thing is from the poster, I'm excited for it. Number 18. The game being co-op is just amazing. It makes the game so much more replayable and fun now since we can do it with friends now. Number 19. Don't worry though about the co-op because we can play single player as well if that's your preferred gaming style. Number 20. I hope Lo and Alone get to ride this giant Ferris wheel we see in the carnival. Number 21. Excuse me, who are you, Mr. Pipehans? I can't wait to see what this new enemy is. Number 22. They brought back fuses. Neat. Number 23. To the people saying there's no continuity, I have 3 things for you. The monster baby's eye, these big people look like the guests from the first game, and a slight chance we could be returning to the mall. Look at the screenshot and make your own conclusion. Number 24. Seeing some of these new mechanics just shows the new studio is not afraid to try some new things with the series. The last thing we want is Little Nightmares to become stale and formulaic. Number 25. I just love the little animation of Lo pulling a Lo through the trapdoor. It's just the little things in this game. Number 26. The fact that we're so tiny just works even better in this game because the first enemy is a literal baby colossus. Number 27. The Dwellers being the first normal-looking adults we have seen in these games brings up some interesting lore implications. I would love to hear your theories in the comments. Number 28. In the gameplay video, I see so many little areas where there could potentially be secret rooms. Take a look. Number 29. I just love the little detail of there being a magnet on Alone's back that she uses to attach her wrench to. These games are just so creative. Number 30. Notice how one of the first things you see when entering the necropolis is a giant pacifier. A+ foreshadowing. Number 31. The game being delayed to 2025 is a blessing in disguise. It means Supermassive Games truly wants to take their time to get this game right instead of rushing it. Little Nightmares 2 was delayed as well, and we all saw how amazing that game was when it released. Number 32. Excuse me, is that a gnome I see right there? Little Nightmares 3 might be properly returning gnomes from the first game in very Little Nightmares. I miss these little guys. Number 33. The part where Lo and Alone make it to a new room only for the monster baby to wake up all of a sudden and get up is such a great moment. Number 34. Ziplining in a Little Nightmares game just looks so neat. I also love how the characters do it by using their own tools. Number 35. In the podcast, it talks about an ominous man in a purple suit who has no eyes. He's also described to have some sort of ventriloquist dummy. Here's where things get interesting. He appears specifically in an area we have already seen in the trailers. A carnival. It's quite likely that we might see this enemy in Little Nightmares 3. So there you have it. That was 35 reasons why you should be excited for Little Nightmares 3. I hope you enjoyed that video, and well, if you like it, like it. If you hate it, dislike it, and yeah, hope you had a good time. Bye-bye now.